Greetings everyone, Digital Extremes have released Hotfix 30.9.4 and this has launched Prime Resurgence. Now Prime Resurgence is the new Prime Vault essentially. It's an event that lasts a number of weeks and each week there is a new rotation of vaulted items that you can either purchase or farm for. So let's read the description and then go into the developer workshop post as well. First off, Prime Resurgence is now live until January 25th, 2022. Vazia, a Dax from the Old War, has made her temporary home in Maru's Bazaar with a slew of Prime goods for you to obtain. You can either purchase relics from her wares with Aya, which is the free path, or gain access to Prime items and bundles with Regal Aya, which is the purchase path, aka real life cash. Aya has been added to the drop tables in the Void or Bounties, or has a chance of appearing in relic packs available for purchase in the market for Platinum or Syndicate offerings for standing. First, let's explain Aya versus Relics. Prior to the hotfix, if you seek out a certain vaulted relic, you had designated options on where to acquire them within the Void and Bounties based on the difficulty tier, aka Lith are easier, Axi are hardest. You're playing nodes for their specific drop tables, which house specific vaulted relics. These drop tables are being adjusted for the Prime Resurgence event by taking the vaulted relics from the Void and Bounties and replacing them with Aya. With this switch comes minor drop rate changes that are overviewed below with examples. As a refresher, Aya is a token currency that can be used to buy the exact relics you want throughout the event of any era, aka Lith, Meso, Neo, and Axi, meaning that you can now play any difficulty of mission and acquire Axi tier relics using your Aya drops, as one Aya is one relic. For the sake of balance, we are adjusting some drop chances in the conversation from vaulted relics to Aya, with a tend towards more difficult missions having the best Aya chances. Full drop tables are available, but to use examples of the shifts, we wanted to call out a few nodes ahead of time. Ukko, prior to the hotfix, it had a 6.25% chance for a specific vaulted relic. As of the hotfix, it has an 8.33% chance for Aya. This is because it's a harder mission by enemy level standards. Aya has replaced the odds of acquiring a specific vaulted relic at a minor increased rate. As for Hepit, before the hotfix, it was a 12.5% chance for a specific vaulted relic. As of the hotfix, it has a 6.67% chance for Aya, with all other active Prime relics increasing their drop chance to 13.34%. This is because it's an easier mission by enemy level standards, with Aya having replaced the vaulted relic at a minor lowered rate. As for bounties, bounties on the open worlds follow the above logic, with easier missions generally having minor changes to where Aya shows up in bounties, where vaulted Void relics once were. There is one exception. The lowest level bounties on the Orvalis and Cambion Drift generally are equivalent, with vaulted relics being swapped for Aya directly, as we want an accessible low-level Void alternative for new players who seek Aya and may not have what it takes to do harder bounties, even if it meant a slight skew in how easy it is to get non-Lith relics by enemy level standards. But generally speaking, the mid-tier bounties have minor changes to map out the expected rarity of Meso and Neo relics based on the Aya exchange. The highest level bounties are equivalent with Aya for vaulted Void relics, and these also give the most bounty reward opportunities at the highest Aya rate, and will be something to consider for higher level players seeking a break from the Void. Overall, this also means there's never been a better time to go after active Prime relics if your collection is incomplete, as any Aya rate changes have increased the chances to the non-vaulted relics. Now, you can go to the link in the description to find out the rotation of the Prime Resurgence event. The first launch was Mag Prime and Nova Prime with the Dakra, Boar, Soma, Vasto, Targus Prime Armor, Distilling Extractor Prime and its blueprints, the Edo Prime Armor, and the Valorum Sigil. That has since ended, but you can go to the link in the description to find out what the next one will be and what the upcoming rotations will be as well. Moving on with the hotfix, there was one change where DE increased the distance from which the gate to the Cambion Drift will open in the Necrolis to allow for polite door-holding Tenno to have a more generous range. As for the game's overall fixes, DE fixed a crash if someone unsuccessfully modified their keybinds by hand. Fixes were made towards repair and craft time for Railjack modules during the Rising Tide quest being incorrect, with a note that the intended change to a 1-minute craft time was part of update 30.9, but due to an error it was still 1 hour. As of this hotfix, the actual repair time is about 90 seconds instead of 1 minute, which confuses the UI. Work is ongoing. They fixed Helmet's appetite arrows being missing. They fixed falling through the floor when attempting to use the dojo arrival gate. The Nightwave Act biohazard description missing its heat damage icon. The erudite ship decoration being tiny. Missing pause button on the polychrome research in the dojo. Fix being told to extract after picking up a Kubrau egg. A script error occurring when selecting invasions as it expires. And they fixed aliases getting caught in sensors and preventing others from seeing the affected players online or inviting them. That was hotfix 30.9.4 with the launch of the Prime Resurgence event. Once again, it ends on the 25th of January 2022, but there are many rotations throughout.